Welcome back to our podcast. Speaking of, I'm Manera.
And I'm Ish.
And we have a special guest today, my cousin Tyree. And introduce yourself. Tell us about your brand.
Okay, how you doing? I am the founder of Bag Chasers clothing line. I also sell products of beauty supply, basically like black soaps, body wash, oils, incense. I deal with accessories, clothing, and whatnot.
A lot.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm an entrepreneur.
Alright, so we're gonna pop this up today. And we're going to definitely support. We want y'all to support too. We're going to leave the information in our comments. Okay?
Cool.
So,
Let's get into Tyree.
Our topic today is basically we're going to speak about polygamy. So, who want to start first?
Well, we gotta say what polygamy is. So if you don't know, polygamy is a man who is allowed to date or have multiple wives.
Yeah. But in New Jersey, it's not legal. But some people get married with the Muslim way, right?
Yes.
The Islamic way. So I guess they can do it that way, where they have more than one wives. And I seen shows.
I was just talking about this too.
Yeah, I was watching like YouTube videos and stuff where some people make it work. Like they make it work based on communication and basically like is it like a teamwork? Like one go to work, the husband and the other wife go to work, and the other one stay home, raise the kids, cook, clean, take the kids to their soccer practice or wherever they go, the basketball practice, whatever, and they make it work. So I want to ask y'all.
I wonder if in the Islamic culture, if it's easier and more acceptable opposed to like not being Islamic and just having some sister wives. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can only answer it in Islamic terms. So when it comes to marriage in Islam, we read from the Quran. We take from the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We follow the Prophet. Yeah. So in his way, in what God commands us to do or allows us to do, and He allows us to have 4 wives, but there are conditions in that. You can't just say
there was a limit to how many wives you can
4.
have.
Yeah.
So why is it 4?
Oh, that's what God says.
Okay.
So, that's where it's at. Because, so basically, like, 1 is more better. Okay, so He says that 1 is more better for you if you but knew, but men are weak in that sense.
Yeah, y'all are.
Yeah. So it's like, and He knows this. God already knows this already.
That's
so
crazy.
He gives you the limit of 4 and don't exceed those limits. But you have to take care of these women equally.
Yeah.
And also you have to get the consent of the previous wives before you take them in, because everybody is not suitable to be a co-wife.
Yeah.
Everybody isn't suitable to be a co-wife. You can't just say, "Oh, I want to just get married to multiple women because you're Muslim."
And so, if your wife says like no, like does she have to agree to a certain person, or just agree to the whole having adding someone else in? How does that go?
Now, when it comes to Islam, right, as far as a woman is concerned, she has to accept everything that comes with Islam. Doesn't mean that her husband has to marry multiple wives. She can have in her marriage contract that she's not interested in that avenue of marrying multiple wives.
And you speak on that before being married.
Exactly. That's why you have marriage contract.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, "Oh, I want," because you might be like, okay, the sister might be like, I understand what the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or in what Allah is talking about when it comes to that, but I don't think mentally I can deal with that. Okay. Now, as in time, let's just say that the woman, she has her time with her husband. She might want some space.
I was about to ask you, what did you change your mind?
She might want some space. She might want some help. She might want, like, you want to pump on me every night, my dude. I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to handle this, but I'm just saying, in theory, not every woman is the same.
Yeah.
But some women, like, they getting older, like, men still have vigor at a late age, and women ain't really beat for that when they get a little older sometimes. Then you might have to take on another wife or something like that, but it's not like, oh, I'm just throwing you away. It's like, you still got to take care of me, my dude. Like, you still got to take care of this other woman that you're
trying to... Well, if I'm slacking at, she got to kind of pick up that.
Or not, but it's not really slacking, but you might just don't, you might just like, you know what? This man is a whole man that wants, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. It could be a lot of situations where,
I mean, you can have a great relationship, but it's some things I won't say slacking, you just probably not up for it today. Like you said, you probably don't want to have sex today, so here come this person stepping in. Or you probably been working 12-hour shifts, 4 or 5 days straight, and you can't cook and clean every single day. So that other wife coming in, that helps out.
Are there many instances where they all just live together?
Not many.
So I usually see like people have like a wife over here and a wife over there.
Not many. Not many.
Is it because of jealousy?
Not many instances.
Do you know
jealousy,
why?
It could be. Jealousy might. It might just because a woman might say, "Look, I just want my own space," and that's just gonna be it. But it's
I think if you have a big old house or something like that,
it's a financial burden. You don't want, like, women nowadays. They ain't just want to get, you know what I mean? Like, I just want a husband, and I'll just take care of the rest. Like, like you want to deal with another man. I mean, deal with another woman. You gotta be like, yo, all right, can you handle responsibilities?
Yeah, it's a financial burden for two.
My guy,
That's 2 sets of bills.
Kids too.
I think it's hard when everybody in a separate household though. I think it's harder than you guys being in like one household. Because
I think it depends on the house size. If you got like a really big house that has enough space for stuff like that,
but
maybe somebody could get like an in-law.
Y'all probably can afford a nice size house.
But not in
or
somebody's
even
apartment.
like a house like this, like somebody
live
upstairs.
That's
that'd be
fine
too.
Yeah, because you ain't too far away. Everybody's still together, especially when it comes to raising kids. All the kids will be together and stuff.
And
like
all
that
that money going into that one house. Yeah,
right.
Shit, it probably take a shorter time for y'all to actually own it or whatever. But
everybody don't think like that though.
True.
You know what I mean? So,
I would never do it. I'm sorry.
I wonder if do the wives need to get along, or do they just need to agree to share this man?
Absolutely, because let's just say what happens if the man passes away? What happens if the man, divorces both of them? They still sisters in the religion. They still sisters. At the end of the day, they still Muslim. They still pray. They still sisters. So it's like at the end of the day.
So they need to like each other.
Yeah, like because they're upon the same thing. They have the same understanding. Where is the ultimate goal? You're trying to get to heaven. You're trying to get to Jannah. So you're trying to be pleased by Allah. You want Allah to be pleased with you, regardless of the situation. If that man is not there, let's just say, and they wasn't married to that individual person, and they met each other in the masjid or somewhere, and they was mad cool. They like y'all was cool or something like that, like something happened in that situation, right? Like y'all know each other for a long time.
Yeah.
But y'all was married to the same man.
But I don't think it would work like that. Like it gotta be somebody you don't know. It can't be somebody you cool with.
No, sometimes it might work better that way.
I'm not saying that has to be the case, but let's just say
you gotta take what you can get.
Let's just say like you love. Alright, let's say for instance, you love your husband. You know he's a good man. He's not a cheater. He's not a beater. He's a provider. He take care of his kids. Yep. And all he's doing is showing you compassion, attention. He doing what he has to do. Because there's a few like that. And not that many like that. A few. So mind you, then you see this sister, you don't even know her. She's in need of a husband. She's a good sister.
Why you say in need of a husband?
Because women need husbands, right or wrong?
No.
Because look.
Some women don't want a man, but need him.
Marriage is half of your religion.
I mean, we talk about Islam.
Yeah, we talk about religion. Yeah. Marriage is
there end goal to be married?
It's half of it.
All right.
It's like your chastity. This is the man that you're talking about. You have to worry about going outside messing with any other men that bring you some things back, or have other type of relationships outside of you that you don't even know about, not spending time with you.
Yeah, right.
You might love this person, but he don't love you. He not giving you everything. He don't even believe in God, but you dealing with him. Why would you want to do that? Right. He has no morals.
All right. I don't know why I be dealing with these men. I don't know.
So what would you say, what are the boundaries in a polygamous relationship? Like,
boundaries.
Is it considered polygamy? For them, it's just marriage, right?
Well, yeah.
It's polygamy.
Oh, it's still polygamy?
And multiple wives, yeah.
Okay.
But for myself personally, I won't recommend myself being with more than one woman.
I was going to ask you how many wives you have.
I'm not into that. I'm not married.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know how y'all do it.
Shucks, I thought you had 2 wives.
Nah, man. I don't have 2 wives.
Have you ever?
I have had 2 wives.
So you've been married to 2 women before.
Maybe it was the wrong situation. It was the wrong people. But
why? What was the problem? Why did it drive you crazy? Why was it not for you?
The lack of faith, the lack of iman. We call it iman. The lack of understanding what you were doing. You know what I mean? The lack of that in me, per se. Like, I wanted 2 wives, but didn't know how hard it was. Mm-hmm. I just thought that I could have it. That's a learning experience.
I think on the outside of Islamic, right, and just like in like not regular cultures, but just outside of Islam culture, they think of it as having 2 wives. It's more so like I got like 2 women that I could. No, they don't even think about the responsibility part. They're just thinking 2 women who's gonna just have me and share me at the same time, and we could get all this stuff going on.
That either.
You can't?
No, you can't be in the bed with both of the women at the same time.
Wow, I know.
I think outside of Islam, that's what people typically think. Like, I don't want to do this with this man and this other woman.
Because there's no homosexuality in Islam, so that would be like the woman is being homosexual as well. Because like,
what if they don't touch each other?
Nah.
Technically, that's no. All right,
I'll get that. But I never knew that though.
I didn't know that either. Yeah. I thought like so they can't like each other because you can't be gay.
Yeah, they can't like each other.
Got your time.
You just gotta be cool and cordial and sisters.
Yeah, but it's not about sex either. Like you were saying before, it's about keeping all the money in one house, or helping out with the kids. Maybe you got a job, she don't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, like I need somebody who's gonna take care of my kids, right, that I can trust. Not only with my husband, but with me too, because like after he be with her, he be with you, or after be with you, he be with her. So it's like she gotta be clean, she gotta be the right kind of woman, she gotta be upstanding citizen or whatever you want to call her, whatever.
Yeah.
But
so when it comes to divorcing,
women can pick the wife too. Like you, like yo, like I don't want you to marry her. It's another sister over here that look. That's way better.
I think that's understandable.
That's a way better person.
I think it makes more sense when you think about it outside of like the sexual parts and stuff like that.
It makes more sense.
It makes more sense.
Way more sense.
That's something you really have to like think about.
Your man cheating either because he can have too much.
He can still be a cheater.
Nah.
Why would he though? You
got shouldn't.
Two great women. You still want to cheat?
You picking. You know what I'm saying? Like not the individual.
Yeah.
That's the husband that the other individual picking. Like, wait a minute. You know he got red flag before you even met that joke.
Yeah.
Like, and you still want to be with him because he was cute.
Yeah.
He had a nice car. He had a nice job. But he had a little red flag. Like, he kind of like, he can't keep his eyes to himself.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, you already had that red flag already.
That's crazy.
What else you got for me?
Could you ever?
Huh?
Could you ever?
I mean, no, but I see why some people do it. Like, I'm not against it because it's really hard. Even with you two in the household, it's really hard taking care of kids and trying to work and stuff. So having that extra person on your team, that could really help. Like,
but I don't think so. As far as like the other wife now, right? If everyone's living separately, how is she really helping you?
Because she could still take the kids to school. She could still come over and clean, do the laundry. She could still teach the kids. Like, my kids probably wouldn't even go to school. I'll probably have her homeschool.
If y'all are in the understanding like that,
and I wouldn't have a person that lives outside our household. Like, if I can't live in one household, I would get like a multi-family, have her upstairs or downstairs.
So those would be your conditions.
Yeah.
So you would have conditions in the
situation. Yeah, I would definitely will.
Prime example.
And I had to choose, like, we would have to choose together.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a house in East Orange. At the time, I had 2 wives. I was staying in one house, and then I would have to stay in another house. So there was another house that we was talking about. It was for rent to own. It was $1,900 a month. I was working. My second wife was working. My first wife wasn't working. But she was getting her sisters or whatever. I was like, look, we can all live in this one house.
That would have been
the best. And all the kids could be there because my second wife had children.
So she had children before you?
Yeah.
And your first wife also had children before me. Did you have children with either of them?
I had one. Yeah, I had one child at the time with my first one.
Okay.
At the time. So yeah, so it was like I thought it would be a good idea. Rent to own. We was paying $1,900 a month.
It was big enough.
And it was 3 floors. Yeah, and there was an unfinished basement. And I'm like, look, let's all move in here together.
Your dad could have hooked that basement up.
I mean, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been something special, but
yeah.
I mean, but mind you, they was so phony though. It was like
they
would be around each other, like, hey, what's up? Hey, give each other hugs.
I think that's maybe a thing for older women.
Oh my goodness, no. This woman was like in their 30s at the time.
Oh, they are older women.
Yeah. But that's how females are though, but I don't think they really thought about, like, they really understood.
They didn't have future. I don't think they had future hopes for the situation to last because when I would be with one of them, the other one would talk about the other one, and then when they would be together, they would.
That's
like,
how females are.
It was just so. It was like it was pulling me apart.
So what made your first wife agree to your second wife?
She said, I mean, this is personal stuff. She's like,
if it's a personal,
I think you should get another wife because I think I'm gonna treat you better that way. Like, I'm gonna go.
Oh, the jealousy probably make her
a little more harder for you, whatever. And I looked at it like, yeah, okay, like whatever.
And you were just, all right, cool.
Yeah, you know, I already had somebody lined up.
Oh, see, no.
See, like, that's what I'm saying. It was like
red flag.
I already had somebody lined up. It was a red flag.
Red flag.
I'm being honest. It was personal. And I told you about it. I had somebody lined up because she wasn't treating me right.
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying? She wasn't treating me right. So she she made the comment like, but damn, like you already felt that way.
So why would you bring somebody into the relationship when your relationship
that's what I was
wasn't even working? Like,
because I didn't want to
divorce.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to like be the end of it. You know what I mean?
But you knew you brought somebody into an unhealthy relationship, so you really thought that was gonna work?
I mean, it was actually her idea as well. She said, I might treat you better. I thought that might work. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what I mean? Plus, it was like.
So did you divorce them both at the same time?
Not at the same time.
Both of y'all. I'm out of here.
I divorced my second wife first, and then after my son was born, I divorced my first wife too.
Are they still cool? If you know.
They aren't cool anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you ask your partner?
How do you ask?
Yeah. Like, how would you ask now? Not back then. How would you ask them now?
Like I said, me personally, once I get married again, I'm not looking forward to marrying another woman twice. Like, I'm not looking for plural marriage. I'm not.
But how would you? But how? Yeah. Okay. Not you, but how would someone ask them? Yeah. How would somebody ask their partner, like, can we do this? Like,
first off, you gotta be able. You gotta be financially able.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, especially, times have changed. So it's like you got to take care of responsibilities. You got to be willing to do that.
True.
A lot of people don't understand how bringing on children and taking care of responsibilities, how hard that is doing that on a consistent basis. And now you want to take on 2 different households potentially, or 2 different persons. You know what I mean? First off, you got to be with. I would want to be. If that was me, I would want to be with my wife at least 3 to 5 years, just me and her.
Yeah.
Before I even think about.
You have to.
Yeah, because I had to get to know that person. Especially if she be a stranger or we just meeting, and because most of the time it's like that in Islam, like you just meeting a woman because of her appearance, and you got to get to know that person, and then you got to sit down with them and talk with them for maybe a month, 2 or 3 before you even actually decide to see what it's at.
You got to really get to know them.
Right. So 3 to 5 years, I would think. Some women do 1. Give up. I
think at this big, like we getting old now, so 3 to 5 years that's kind of a long time.
That's kind of a long time.
It's
so 3 years it'd be like okay.
Yeah, 3 years cool.
3 years.
2 to 3,
talk about the second one, but by that time we should already know what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Like we should be writing that down.
Because after a year, you should.
I have a question because it was something I was thinking about today. Like with a person in a polygamy relationship or whatever. How do you explain that to the children, or how do the children explain that to their friends, or like even when you go to like, okay, your child game or something, the teacher said, well, who this? Oh, this is my dad and his wife and his other. Like, how do the kids?
I know my students always say their second mom.
It's my second mom.
Well, that's what they call like their stepmother, like their second mom.
That's kind of different though.
You gotta go back to the text. The language, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, all of these things, and go look at, like you got Jewish wives, you got people that sister wives. You ever seen sister wives?
Yeah.
Like it's more better for the children because they always get attention. With the kids,
but I don't understand. Like, how do you just
explain it to them
for them to say that people that don't understand Islam or don't understand what people basically like what society is leading up to.
Well, how did you explain your situation to your children?
Oh, they understand Islam. They understand the rights of Islam. They understand.
So they understood. Well,
even my daughter's 18.
Her?
So, yeah.
Well, dang, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 38.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you was that old time. You look good.
Yeah, you look good. Show off them guns, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy though. But I understand what you were saying about the religious thing.
So you would be okay with like your children?
Yes, my daughter. Yes,
okay.
She's 18, but she ain't gonna be. First thing is she's not gonna be with no broke dude. Period. She's not gonna be with no guy that's gonna be twice her age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be able to grow with the individual. You know what I'm saying? She not gonna be a co-wife from the jump street. She's gonna be the first wife.
Why does that matter? If you're the first wife,
because my daughter, because everybody got to know their kids, and I don't even know the type of person my daughter is, which I know the type of person my daughter is. She's spoiled. She has her ways. So I need to set her up with somebody, an individual that got that kind of time. You know what I'm saying? Or introduce her to a man that got that kind of time for her. Like, she can pick him if she wants to, but she's gonna have her choice. And like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be suitable people. And we both agreed upon this. Like, he ain't gonna be broke. That's for one.
But why does it matter if she's first, second, third, or fourth?
Why does it matter? It matters. It matters because she hasn't developed. I don't think that she's
not her.
Not
in general.
It's all about her. It's all about my daughter right now.
Oh.
Let her wean her way into that situation. I won't want her to be. You know what I mean? She's only 18. She's a young woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I won't want that to be her first ever marital responsibility. Be a co-wife. I want her to get that attention. Yeah. I want her to get that love and attention before someone else is brought into the situation. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So here's another question I have for you. So when you have your first wife, right, and now you're looking at your possible second wife, do you date them and stuff like how you would normally date for like your first wife?
You dating is not. It's like sitting. We call it sitting. Mm-hmm. Like, we go out to the park, platonic. We meet. First of all, you have to deal with their people first. Like their father, their uncle. Somebody got to know you, who you are. You can't just be like, oh, I want to marry your wife. I'm sorry, your sister or whatever. Yeah, we got to talk first. We got to figure out what's your intentions. Okay. Like, how you coming first. This is to
but you don't date them or sit them for a year or 2 years. You don't do that.
That's too long.
That's too long.
That's sitting for 1-2 years. It's like y'all gonna get married or what?
But how come with your first wife you gotta you gotta date for a little while, and then second wife it's like I know what I want.
First wife, honestly, like people don't sit for that long. Like women kind of already know what they want to do, kind of, and what they're willing to do too, for a certain man. Like everybody ain't the same, yeah. Like everybody ain't the same. You gotta know what it come with. You gotta know his status, an individual status. Like a woman gotta know what kind of status of a man is she looking for. She looking for a senator, or she looking for a police officer. She looking for a rapper, or she looking for a singer. Like everybody got their own different type of personality. You know what I'm saying? Like she gotta know what she want.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's up to y'all. And you guys, the women, are the ones who pull the trigger on the marriage. Can't nobody just say they're gonna just marry you because the father said that was a good individual. No, it's the woman. She makes the decision. Now, mind you, there's a responsibility to y'all too. Now, y'all know when y'all get in this relationship with this dude, he all nice and dandy right now, but when the bills come and it might be a little bit of problem here and there, or something might happen where y'all gotta like buckle down together. Don't run away from this cat. You gotta be his wife because you know what I mean. Y'all mean a lot to us. Y'all mean a lot to us.
I said teamwork.
Like
women, by yourself,
support.
Women are definitely like the backbone of the situation.
Oh, you better tell them.
We the backbone and the front.
Yes, for real. Just because we the head, don't mean like the body ain't gonna. The head can't stand without the body.
Yeah.
And y'all are the body of the situation. Y'all run the house. When you get a husband and a man come in the door, he got to listen to his wife about what she say.
I was Brenda was sitting right.
Yeah. Listen to the wife when she say if she want a certain kind of thing done in the house, because she is the keeper of that. She's the keeper of his wealth, his tranquility. We call it a sakin. That means like in Arabic terminology, like you are his peace, his tranquility. Like you are the source of it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real. Like y'all the source of it. So when you walk through that door, it's like now. See the house? See how clean the house is? I'm pretty sure Brandon's sleeping good at night. I'm pretty sure the house is clean. Everything looks nice in here. Now you walk into another individual house, you got roaches all on the floor. They got stuff all on the floor. How could that be tranquility? How could that be peace?
Yeah, I swear to God.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
Yeah, that was deep. Damn, I'm gonna let Brandon listen to this a couple times. Let that marinate in his head for a minute.
Yeah.
But that's true though. That's deep.
Definitely.
So would you try it? Did you ask me?
Well,
polygamy.
I wouldn't, but it's
I don't know. I guess if I actually
agreed
to the terms and you know, possibly.
Yeah.
I would only do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only way I would do it. Like,
if I like my man in my face.
Yeah. I'm saying to help out because it's stressful. Like life is stressful. To help out, like for me to get the job that I want, like who gonna take my kids to school? Who gonna get them that extra attention to teach them? Like,
yeah, definitely comes in handy with the extra help for kids.
That'd be a need that you want too. You need a co-wife too for these certain things.
And sometimes you do get tired. Go do your role, baby.
Yeah, that too.
You ain't sitting around for nothing. You gotta do what you gotta do. But I ain't gonna do it. I love my man too much to share him. So.
Oh wow.
That's good. Yeah.
And I guess I would be open. I don't know. It would have to be like a lot of discussions and stuff like that.
I don't think I'm in a mind trying to do it.
I don't think, like not off the rip. It'll take me like a little while. Like after we've been together, like you said, 3 to 5 years. You know, a little while.
And you gotta be truly happy with your partner.
Exactly.
Like, you have to be happy
and confident.
Yeah.
And confident in yourself and in your relationship.
Because now I gotta think. Why do you feel like you even need a second wife? Mm-hmm. But then also for me, like why would I want a second wife?
But like he said, it's different for them because that's their religion. Right. But yeah, that's the only way.
I know a guy. He's like in his 70s now, probably.
He's also Muslim.
Muslim, yes.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 families.
3?
Yeah, but he's a real estate agent.
Okay.
He sells big buildings. He don't sell houses. Oh. He deals with that. He deals with millions of dollars. He lives in 3 different states. Moves his family. He has that capability.
He got different family living in different states.
Like, yeah.
Wait, all 3 of his family live in different states, or he just brings them to each state that he goes?
Well, from my understanding, at one point in time he lived in New Jersey. Now he lives in Maryland.
But with all 3 of his families?
Possibly, or he may have 1 or 2 up here still, and he travels. But he has that type of lifestyle. He drives in Porsches. You know what I'm saying?
But is he making families in other states, or they know about each other?
He's able to take care of these 3.
Do they know about each other?
Yeah, because he's Muslim. He's not just so
they
regular.
They sit in their own section when we have the Eid, like we have the celebration. Mm-hmm. They all sit together. They all mix and mingle amongst each other. Yeah. So it's like they understand.
I guess if you know, like your husband travel and stuff like that, you know he's good, he's comfortable, and he's taking care of wherever he's at. That's a good thing.
Not everybody's able, like I said.
Yeah, you gotta really be in that.
You gotta have that way.
But he gotta, like you said, he gotta be like a provider.
Exactly.
You gotta really be providing. No
like they ain't worried about nothing.
For me to be like happy and like you good.
They shop together.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? They shop together. It's like he works.
I guess if you could do everything peacefully,
that's a lot on the man.
Whatever works for you.
He working for 3 families by himself.
That's what the life he chose.
Right. That's what he. That's what I'm saying. I ain't with that. You feel me?
That's crazy.
I can't do all of that.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
You know, each his own.
I'm ready for just one right
You only need one, especially with black women like me.
Why y'all a handful?
Yeah, we hard to handle. I know I'm a handful, so
speaking of polygamy, let's jump on the flip side now.
Okay.
That's not Islamic though, but just in general.
Yeah. Okay.
So when a woman is dating or married to, I don't know if she can be married legally. Probably just dating to multiple men. Who what?
Yeah, I'm listening. Where we going with this?
No, I'm just thinking, what's your thoughts on that?
Married to multiple men?
Yeah. I don't think that's legal.
Okay. It's not legal. Not married. I would say dating. I wouldn't say married.
Like dating and like they all know. So like
they all
not married because it's not legally, but they all are aware.
You have some. Why would a woman want to do that? You have some whips out here that allow a woman to.
Why he gotta be a wimp?
Because ain't no. Real
why he can't need help taking care of this
alpha male. No alpha male with that much ego is going to allow another man to make his woman feel the way he makes his woman feel, especially in the bedroom. Like he can't make that out like you blow my wife back out as we speak. Right now, she roll her eyes rolling by her head. The things that you, the things that you do, how could you imagine another man doing that?
You don't think women feel
I don't think no man would be comfortable with that. Like, think about it.
Women are not, if you think about it, women are not comfortable with their man having sex with someone else.
But if your man's supposed to be the provider and everything like that,
you still don't want, you really, no matter what you agree to, that thought in your head is just,
it's different.
Crazy.
If there's a legitimate excuse for a woman to divorce a man, then she needs to do that. If he's not fulfilling those obligations and those needs that she needs to handle, that she feels like she can't be a wife to him wholeheartedly, she has to release herself from that situation. Now, why would a woman want to play with that guy and play with another person?
They're not playing, they for real.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this is what you're doing. You're playing. Because would you want 3 men?
Yeah.
To be inside you a week? Like
no.
And no man not gonna go for that. No man. Not a real man.
Well, what if you just got 2? Alright, 2 is.
So you just back to back with these guys?
Yeah. You spend 1 week at one guy's house. Woo. You know?
Yeah.
You go to the other guy's house, get that first man a break from you.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's different.
It's definitely different.
Nowadays it is, for sure. Like I asked a woman, I said, do you have a man? She says no. I said, okay, let me rephrase the question.
Do you have somebody you messing with? She says yes. Like, these are the standards that people are accepting nowadays. No title. They just want to play.
Why do you have to have a title?
Because there's no responsibility. There's no responsibility in keeping that honor and that integrity going.
So I think if your end goal is not marriage, you don't really need a title. Because it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, and that doesn't even matter.
If you're dealing with feelings and emotions, people gonna want a title after a while.
Especially women.
After a while, you gonna want, like, wait a minute, where you going? Pull up.
So you don't know folks that have just been together
for
years and years and years.
They got a title, they just ain't talking about it.
No, well, or like a boyfriend, girlfriend. But that's technically, that does not matter.
If you with somebody loving them, you got a title. Whether you saying you don't or not, but
you single till you married,
if
baby.
you feel like, if you ain't got no title, then he could go out there and be with another woman. That ain't cheating, but that's gonna make you feel some type of way. Then you got your wires crossed.
You definitely can't get mad if y'all don't have a title.
Right, you can't get mad at that.
Yeah, you can't because you don't have a title.
So what y'all doing underneath the same roof, paying bills together, and y'all just sitting around here just exploring other things? How you feel that? Because you must. What if he get another woman pregnant out there, and now he got to bring this baby in y'all crib that y'all don't got a title underneath? Y'all paying bills together. Now you got to be responsible for that woman's, for the other woman's kid too.
Yeah, that's too much.
Once you talk about the kid, that was.
Yeah, like hold up, like what?
You lost me on
once we get intimate, you mine. That's it.
See what I'm saying? You see how you feel with that?
That's it. It's over. Like, you mine. I'll put that down. That's how me and Brandon
get my life together.
Can't be playing out here. There's too much going on out here for us to be playing. We all 30 years old.
Especially, at our age, it's like we don't have no time for. I don't have no time for that. I'm sorry. Like, me and Brandon was talking like the other day. We was talking about we wouldn't even know what to do like when we dating. No, when we like if we was to I wouldn't say break up, but at our age we wasn't together.
Right.
Like we wouldn't even know how to date anymore because we've been together so long. Yeah.
Who you trying to be with for real?
That's what I'm saying. Like
what's out here for real?
Bro, like I know we happy, we good, but I'm saying like how could you go on a date? Like, what you want to say at the table? Like, nobody got time to be, what's your favorite color and what you like? You trying to
beat down to the hard questions first, and you worry about extra stuff later.
Yeah, but why would you want a date? It's like, how much you make or where you work at?
I don't nigga, how much you make? I don't really worry about what you drive.
At this point, we ain't got time for all the BS.
You really don't.
Right.
You gotta get down to the get down. All the important questions that's like on your checklist. Oh, he don't have a job? No.
Right.
Or if you okay with him not having a job?
Be mindful if you dating. You going through that with a couple people.
Not all the time. Sometimes you only got
that one don't work. So
baby, it's a drought out here.
You out there date like that's too much. Oh my God, it's too.
Somebody told me
it's a drought out here, baby. You ain't going on many dates.
Like, what makes a man so special? I want to date multiple men. I want to see who's into me all the way. I'm like, okay, you how old are you again? And it was like the lady was like 35 or something like that, and she was like wanted to date multiple people.
But I got a question: do she got kids?
No, I ain't see nothing wrong with that. But it's how far you going with those dating? Are you just want to be taken out?
You talking about the intimacy part?
Yeah, the intimacy part. The intimacy part. The actual.
I think the intimacy part takes it a little further. But if you're just dating and figuring out who people are and getting to know them,
but you can't get mad at somebody that just wants to.
That's why it's
they like sex or whatever. Honestly, if they like sex and they want to date, that's what they into. I think if they don't have kids and they working hard and
so you
some
can't
people
be like
take
that
stress away. So with kids, I think it's different.
That's why.
No, if you ain't bringing them around your kids, it don't matter.
Yeah, if you're not bringing them around, but
if you're not bringing them around your children,
you spending that much time on dating and doing this and doing that. You could be spending that time on them kids. Like,
you don't know how much time they spending with these folks out here. They could go on a date once every.
You dating several people, like.
But if you dating them or you being into with them once every 2 weeks or something like that, that sounds crazy.
Wow.
That's the lifestyle I live. But
look.
That's too much
I don't think you're taking away time from your children if you go on a date once every 2 weeks.
once every 2 weeks.
That's 2 times a month.
But you're working.
You like this guy.
I guess either way.
Is it with multiple people?
I don't know. This was your scenario.
This is why Islam.
I thought you were saying. Never mind.
I'm sorry. This is why Islam is that piece that you need to cipher all of this out. And I'm not trying to push that onto the topic today, but this is why that's set in place, because you have people like your father, like your brother, who can decipher who these people are before you even got to worry about being involved with them. Like,
that's kind of traditional too. Not like even with the Islamic religion. But it's traditional. Like, who wouldn't want their partner before they marry you to ask your father or your family?
So what if you know in your heart and soul? Yeah. What if like your family or just one person in your family, like somebody who's important to you, your father or your uncle in your case,
that knows you,
that knows you, and they just don't like your partner.
Okay.
But you love them, and you know who they are.
If they got a good understanding of why they don't like my partner.
Already your partner already?
Partner like how? Not partner like married. Partner like dating and sitting.
Like sitting.
Whatever.
Okay, so.
But like, you a year and a half in now, and you know this person. Maybe you saw them go through. You know how I say you got to see people go through death and what is the other ones? Some things that they be saying, like you don't really know a person until you see them go through those 3 phases in life. So what if you saw that person go through all those 3 phases? You saw how they are as a person, right? But like your one go-to guy, your father, uncle, grandfather, whoever.
That's somebody I trust and always get advice from them and think highly of them, and they telling me and they really telling me, sit me down, talking to me, and give me a good reason. Like, I don't think you should be with that person. Right. I probably would.
If they don't have a good reason, though.
If they don't have,
if they just say something about him. I hear people say it's something about him. I don't
probably it depends. It depends who it's coming from.
Yeah,
if it's coming from my grandmother, my father. I said my father, my uncle. Like, people like them, my mom, like, if it's coming from them and they really set me down, like, yo, I don't think
it's something about
I wouldn't, honestly.
First off, you're absolutely right. Like, if this person that you trust, this person that you really highly look up to, they're not going to steer you in the wrong direction. Point blank, period. They got your best interest at heart from the jump street. You feel me?
What if they wrong about the person?
They wrong about the person? Then you could be like,
you wouldn't even know because you done broke up with them.
Not breaking up. Y'all ain't supposed to be together yet.
Well, you done kick them to the curb.
Nah, you can't kick them to the curb.
I would keep dating and see.
Like, if you're dating someone and then they say, oh, go on another sit.
Yeah, you could go on another talk with them and, y'all could see what's, still, if something changed.
Then maybe bring them back to your family.
You never know. Yeah, you never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try
before I married, they would have to sit down together.
This is the individual that you really consider.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You really consider this guy.
Like,
you really like this guy for some reason, but you don't know why people don't like him like that. Let's try this again.
Right.
Of course, then
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good idea.
Because now he in your family.
I would be mad if somebody said they like me though. Like, if I go to meet a guy family and they're like, I don't know about her. Mm-hmm. What you mean? You know who I am? Don't play with me.
Yeah, that's how, especially if it's somebody
that
means so much to him, that kind of break your heart because you want that person to like you, because that's somebody that's you real close with. Yeah, so I don't know.
And then it'd be weird afterwards, like, you ain't even liked me before, you still got those feelings.
Yeah.
There are so many ways. We could talk about this all day long.
We're not, because
you don't lost your wine.
Right.
Your wine.
When the cup's get empty, baby, it's time to go.
We had a good discussion, though. I really enjoyed this topic, this discussion.
Hey, we can do a part 2 if y'all like it.
We can do a part 2. Make sure y'all liking and commenting.
Comment and let us know. Give us a good topic. And
what you think about polygamy.
Yeah, and what you guys do. Would you try it? So, and this is Tyree again. So, put your information again.
Follow me on Instagram. I guess the link gonna be in the bottom.
We'll put the link in the description because it's so crazy.
Yeah, because it's too long right now. So.
You can't write now.
So peace.